Hey everyone, and welcome back to Newegg TV. We are continuing our coverage of PAX East 2013, and we have moved over to the ASUS booth with the ROG theme, and we're here talking to Dennis. How's it going, Dennis?
It's great, Paul.
I'm doing good too. And Dennis does lots of stuff at ASUS.
Yep.
Amongst them is the cool job of setting up systems to take to events like PAX East.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want to feature the highest of the high-end components. We have a system in that range right here behind us, and Dennis is going to kind of give us a walkthrough because it's a pretty sweet system.
Yeah, so actually we're really excited to be showing this off. We're actually the first partner with Corsair to be showing the 900D in its flesh. So, I mean, if it's going to be the 900D, it's got to be all X79 all the way.
Exactly.
So, looking inside here, we've got, of course, the Rampage 4 Extreme motherboard with the 3960 Extreme processor. And, you know, it's got to be the GeForce GTX Titan. And 64 gigs of Dominator Platinum, the H110 water cooler, and the AX1200i power supply. And what is all that running? Well, what it's got to run, it's got to be running Crysis, right? So we've got Crysis 3 shown off here in 3-monitor surround on our VG248QE monitors, 144 hertz refresh, 1 millisecond response time. This monitor is hacks, pretty much. So we've also got the last companion monitor actually running down here as well. So all of this is running off of the Titan, and just showing some specs off to people that are interested, and keeping our bosses happy.
So what I would call a lust-worthy gaming setup that you have here. If you could happen to assemble all of this hardware for yourself, I'd say you'd be pretty much set for just about any game. To say nothing of Crysis 3, of course, which we can see right behind us. Also, the companion monitor. This is something that I've talked about over and over again with the NVIDIA 600 series of cards and the Titan as well.
Yep.
And one of the first times I've actually seen it set up. Was there any quirks to getting that configured?
When I actually did it, I did it in 2 stages. So I did the first part in NVIDIA control panel and setting up the triple monitor surround.
Okay.
And then the last part actually went back into Windows and then enabled that monitor and dragged it down, and worked pretty flawlessly after that.
All right, so a little tip for those of you guys out there who have a 600 series card or a Titan, of course, want to set that up because it's not something I've done personally, and I'm guaranteed it's going to go a lot more smoothly with that advice.
Yeah.
But we have another ROG product over here, of course, and you guys all know ROG, but it's the ASUS Premium series of gaming hardware, peripherals, and what have you. This is actually the ROG Origin Pro headset. So what have you guys done as far as the design of this one?
Yeah, so a lot of people are familiar with our Vulcan ANC active noise canceling, our first foray into the gaming headset. And what we've done with the Orion is we've actually gone and enlarged the drivers, added a retractable mic, and just basically increase the comfort level and the bass level. So if you want to just give it a try on there, because what we found with a lot of with esports gaming headsets in particular is that the sound is great, the bass is loud, but they're not comfortable. And if you're going to be training 8-10 hours a day, getting ready for tournaments, you got to have that comfort there. So what do you think there, Paul?
I can't hear a word you're saying, Dennis, but it sounds like there's a lot of features. What I can hear is Crysis 3 behind me, and it sounds amazing. I gotta say. What is this currently running off of? What is it connected to?
It's actually connected to the USB Spitfire dongle. So in the case of Rampage 4 Extreme, this is an overclocking motherboard first and foremost. And so, this will help to enhance the audio. It has gaming features built into it. It has a nice strong amplifier, first-person shooter, virtual surround, and it's multi-platform. So, you can add this kind of great sound to, multiple areas that you game.
All right, so external USB dongle, just plug it in and play. So if you're running a motherboard and you don't like the integrated graphics and you want a simple solution to add some higher quality audio to your system, you got it right there with the Spitfire. I think that just about covers it, Dennis.
Yeah.
Did we miss anything? I don't think so.
I don't know, but we've been challenging people that, if we give them a 5-second head start, if they can pick this up and run away with it. If we cannot catch them, they can have the system. Because this is one heavy system.
How many takers have you had on that so far?
0.
0. Well,
But they keep asking if they can have it, and so I say, well, if you can do this, all right, it's yours.
But this is a desktop system. This is made, you build it and you set it there, and it's designed for power. The other thing about the 900D, there's so much space still in there. Like you could literally almost stuff another system in there if you wanted to. But
absolutely. Like if we even just go down and bring this panel down, you can see that you've actually got that space for the second power supply right there. So definitely room to grow.
The airflow. And this is going to be a massive case for water coolers in particular, I know.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit distracted, but the 900D, I mean, this is actually one of the first times I've had some hands-on time with it. So 900D paired with all the ASUS hardware in there. Again, You guys just wipe your mouths a little bit because I'm.
Yeah, very
starting
exciting
to
stuff. We were
drool.
thinking about putting just a small bucket in there to catch, geek drool and whatnot.
That's what happens. There's a lot of that going on here at PAX East. But I want to say thanks to Dennis for talking to us today, and we're actually going to head over to the other part of the ASUS booth and check out a few more products.